welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be answering your questions that you sent to me over my Instagram story a couple weeks ago. I'm very excited about this. You know I love doing QAs. But before we jump into that, if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. Okay, let's just jump right into this. Okay, question number 1. What keeps you staying consistent? I feel I fall off the wagon so much. Okay, first things first, it doesn't matter how many times you fall off the wagon as long as you keep getting back on that. So never let that kind of like shake you up. Never let that stop you from achieving your goals. Everybody falls off the wagon. Everybody. It doesn't matter if they're just getting started. It doesn't matter if they've been doing this for 50 years. Everybody is going to fall off the wagon at some point. It happens, such is life. Like I said, the important thing is you get your butt right back on that wagon to keep going. But what keeps me consistent is I know what I'm capable of. I know what my goals are. And so I'm going to do what I can to make that happen. A lot of my consistency comes from my background. So, for those of you who don't know, I was a gymnast for 14 years. I was a competitive gymnast for 14 years. And with that sport, you have to stay disciplined. You have to stay consistent because that's how you progress with the sport of gymnastics. So for me, it's just kind of like beat into me and just like built into me that it's now just my nature to keep going. I don't feel motivated every day. Nobody is ever motivated every single day of their lives. But it's the discipline that keeps me going. It's the discipline that keeps me doing what I need to do in order to achieve greatness, is how I put it. Anybody can do this. Anybody has the same abilities. Everybody has the same discipline. Everybody has the same motivation. It's just how you use that to get you out there. How do you do that in order to stay consistent? So a lot of times I will write my goals on my fridge that I look at every single day, right? And it could be something as simple as drink all my water. I try to drink 4 bottles of water a day. Or, if I open up the fridge, I try to keep like healthy snacks in there. I'll reach for like an apple or a strawberry rather than I don't know, like candy or like chocolate or like whatever. So, it's just little things like that. And like I do work out every day. Like my husband will watch Ash for me to get a workout in. I can get a workout in whenever he sleeps. So it's just kind of like setting that routine. And the longer you do it and the more consistent you stay with this routine, the more consistent you try to like achieve like those goals. Like, you wake up at 6 a.m., you have breakfast, you work out, you go back to work, you eat your healthy snacks, you eat healthy meals, you get a good night's sleep. It's just like little things like that. So I really hope that answered your question. But yeah, like a lot of it just like my consistency just comes from discipline. Okay, let's see. What's your favorite animal? I love penguins. I think they're so cute and so cuddly. But I also love dolphins. I've always loved dolphins. I love leopards, lions, like all the big cats, wolves. I pretty much love like every animal that's out there. I'm one of those weirdos too that think possums are so adorable. Like their little faces are so cute. Okay, Ash is sleeping. I thought I heard him get up. Okay, anyway, let's move on. What's your favorite muscle group to train? I love working my back and shoulders. I always have. There's just something about a strong back that's just like, I don't know, like I just love it. I think it looks so good. Like I've always been a fan of back for me. Like I love how it always looked on me. I also love working my legs and my glutes. I have so much fun with that. And just putting it out there, got a little surprise coming for you guys in the summer, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. But it does involve exercise. It does involve your legs and your glutes, and I'm so excited for that one. But yeah, definitely my back and shoulders are my favorite to train. Would you stay with a guy who makes you feel less important to other things? Sweetie, listen. I have dated guys who made me feel very insignificant. I have dated guys who didn't put me or my feelings first. Let me tell you something. If you ever feel like a guy is not treating you with the respect that you deserve, if he does not make you feel like a queen, if he takes pride in making you feel like you do, that you have to ask me this question, sweetie, let me tell you something, go drop him like a bag of bricks. He is not worth it. And why would you waste your time with somebody like that? You can't change people. Trust me, you can't change people. I have dated guys who told me they wanted to marry me and then turn around and break up with me. I've dated guys who told me I was perfect to turn around and break up with me. Let me tell you something. If you don't feel like you're in a secure relationship, or you feel like you're not safe with them, you're not comfortable with them, you're not happy with them, you don't feel secure, you don't feel loved, you don't feel respected, do not waste your time. Do not pass go. Do not collect your $200. He is not worth it, and Mr. Right is out there for you. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy, and don't put your heart in that whenever that's how the relationship is. Take it from me, it ain't worth it. How long have you been married? It'll be 6 years in October. So 6 years, holy cow. That went so fast. Why do you wear sports bras crops when you aren't skinny? Okay, let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you a little secret about confidence, right? You can't see confidence. Meaning it's not physically visible. Your confidence comes from the way you portray yourself. Your confidence comes from how confident you are within yourself, right? You want to know why I wear sports bras and crop tops? Because I don't really care if I have a stomach. I don't really care if my abs aren't back yet. Because you want to know something, guys? I have been through hell and back. I work my ass off every day. I lost 10 inches on my waist within a year, which is phenomenal. I still wear sports bras and crop tops because I spent the money on it, and I'm still gonna rock it. See? Because, I am wearing a crop top now. And yeah, I don't have my abs back. I still got a lot going on here. But I spent the money on it. I still love them. And I know I am going to get my abs back here probably by the end of the year, as long as I stay consistent like I've been. Why? Why wouldn't you wear it? Ladies, listen, if you like something and you want to wear something, wear it, rock it, own it. If it comes in your size, wear it, rock it, own it. And don't ever let somebody else tell you that you shouldn't be wearing that it doesn't look good on you. Because if you feel good in it and you look good in it, then screw what anybody else has to say about that. Okay? Trust me, you'll love yourself for it. Why would you want to look back and ask why you never wore that out? Life's too short. Just wear whatever you want to wear. Be comfortable in it. That's why I wear it. Are you a Gymshark athlete? No. I actually get this question a lot. No, I'm not a Gymshark athlete. I personally love the brand. It's definitely my favorite athletic brand out there. I wear it all the time. That's like my entire closet. But no, I'm not a Gymshark athlete. I'm not affiliated with Gymshark. It's been like a year. A year ago, Gymshark did a campaign for breast cancer awareness and had asked me to share my story, and they posted that on their Gymshark women's page. It's also a highlight on my personal Instagram, so if you didn't see it, check it out. But no, I'm not a Gymshark athlete. I don't wear Gymshark with the hopes that I become an athlete. I wear Gymshark because I love the brand, I love what they stand for, and I love the feel and look of it on myself. So yeah, it's that simple. What's your go-to summer treat? Oh, guys, I love lemonade. Love lemonade. Lemon freezes, like the lemonade, like shaved ice. So good, so good. But I love strawberries too. Like, I've recently discovered strawberries, which sounds like so weird, but like, I love strawberries. You know, it's like one of my favorite snacks now. So it's always been like strawberry flavored things have always been like my go-to summer thing. Like, strawberry lemonade is always my favorite. But just like lemonade in general, like, it just like screams summertime to me. What's something about you that's true, but other people would think that you're lying? Okay, so 2 things. Number 1, I broke my back when I was 13. I was doing a bar release drill on a treadmill, which is just like a big like tumble strip basically. And I didn't stay tight. My form broke. My back rolled over top of me. I went the rest of the practice with a broken back, not realizing it because it wasn't like on my spine, right? Like, I didn't break my spine. Like, a lot of people think whenever I say that I broke my spine in half. That's not the case. But I did break my back. And I tried to compete the next day. So yeah, I was 13 when that happened. And then the other thing, which absolutely blows people's minds, I never had a cheeseburger until I was in college. That's not to say that I wasn't allowed to eat like cheeseburgers and stuff like that. I never thought they looked good. And I don't know, like, it was actually St. Patrick's Day weekend. I was up at State College. I wasn't attending there yet. Andy was attending there, so I went to visit him. And he had a cheeseburger, and it just smelled so good that I wanted to try it. And that was the first time I ever had a cheeseburger. But to be fair, though, like, I don't really eat red meat. Like, I've never been, like, a red meat person. So it really isn't that, like, unrealistic for me to say that I've never had a cheeseburger since I was in college. But usually if I would have, like, a burger, I would eat, like, a turkey burger. Just because it's what I preferred. What's your favorite fruit? All kinds. I love fruit. Cantaloupe is definitely my all-time favorite, but I love apples. I love strawberries. I love bananas. I love blueberries. I love mango, orange. I mean, like, honestly, like, if it's a fruit, I'm in love with it. Not counting Naruto, who's your favorite character from Naruto? So many. I love Kurama. I always loved Kurama. But, like, Shikamaru, I really think is one of my favorite characters. I like Kiba. As weird as it's going to sound, like, I like Orochimaru. I don't know if it's because of the way he's drawn or, like, what it is. Like, I don't like what he did, but, like, I like his character. I love Pain. The Yahiko Pain. Like, the main Pain. Like, he was always, like, my favorite one. I mean, Jiraiya, Tsunade, Gaara. You know, I don't know. Like, I like them all for, like, different reasons. Obito. Like, I really like Obito. Yeah. What are you currently binge watching? Nothing. I watched that 90s show. I guess I can say, like, I binge watched it, but I finished the first season in, like, a day. I mean, there really wasn't, like, a whole lot of episodes in the first season. So good. If you haven't watched it yet, you have to watch it. I was binge watching Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir, but I'm waiting on new episodes now, so I'm not really binging that. It's just whenever they put a new episode out, if they ever get a new episode out. I'm watching Naruto again, but I can't binge that because I have to watch it at Andy's pace since he's never seen it. And so I get like 2 episodes a night. But I'm not really binge watching anything currently, so if you have anything that's like really good, like binge worthy, like drop that in the comments because I need something to do at night. How long has it been since you were diagnosed with cancer? It will be 3 years this September. So September 30th was my official diagnosis. September 30th, 2020 was my official diagnosis. So almost 3 years. How has everything been with your cancer diagnosis? So good. So good. Okay, so I have to get a PET scan done on April 4th. So I'm just kind of like waiting for that now. But I had blood work done last week to check my tumor markers, and they're where they should be. That made me so happy. It's been 6 months since I stopped my cancer treatment. So, a little happy dance right now because it's all good news, all good things, all good things. So, knowing that my tumor counts are down, I'm not super stressed about this PET scan now. I've never had a PET scan before because of the circumstances. You know, like I was pregnant and then I went through chemo, I went through radiation, you know, yada, yada, yada. And now here we are, almost 3 years later, I'm finally getting a PET scan done. That was my request. The doctors didn't feel it was necessary, but I still wanted that just so I have a baseline, right? Should anything happen in the future, this is what it was X amount of years ago. So I just hope it stays that way. Let's see. How did you feel when you found out you had cancer? This is going to sound like very weird to some people, but the cancer diagnosis itself didn't bother me. It didn't scare me. You know, it was one of those things where I knew it was cancer before I saw the doctor. You know, whenever I had my ultrasound done and the radiologist ended up pulling my surgeon out of OR to show her the images, you know, I was like, yeah, it's cancer. You know, I already knew that. Not a big deal, right? Like, whatever. I told the doctor whenever she came in that it was cancer. Like, I didn't even wait for her to tell me. I was fine. Cancer? Yeah, no problem. I know I'm going to beat that. Now, whenever she mentioned surgery, that's when I had a breakdown. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess I just didn't have any doubts that I would ever lose. I knew what I was capable of. I know how stubborn I am. And I know that I wasn't going to go down without a fight. So, I don't know. But it's not so much like the surgery itself scared me because it was surgery. I think it was more so because I was 21 weeks pregnant that I was just terrified for what was going to happen to my son. You know, I didn't know. I just didn't know how the anesthesia was going to affect him. I didn't know if there was going to be any complications. I didn't know if I was going to lose my pregnancy. You know, there was a lot that was going through my head. But, yeah, like the cancer itself didn't really affect me, I guess. How did you stay so positive throughout your entire cancer, well, a lot of cancer questions, throughout your entire cancer experience? You know, it's one of those things where I was going to have to go through this either way. I was going to have to go through everything that I had to go through. You know, the surgery, the chemo, the radiation, the more additional surgery, the additional year of cancer treatment. And, you know, I just figured if I have to do this anyway, why am I going to be miserable about it, you know? Like, I never once let cancer slow me down. I never once let cancer control my life. You know, I remember being in my little chemo cubicle post-pregnancy, you know, this is after I delivered my son. And I was working out while I was getting pumped with chemotoxins. So, I don't know, like, I chose to be happy and just know there's a light at the end of this tunnel. rather than be miserable the whole time and just like hate life, because why would you stop living, you know? So I just chose happiness, you know? Like, a lot of people are always surprised that, you know, the cancer treatment and like me going through cancer and battling cancer didn't change who I was. But I mean, why would it? Like, I was still me. Just because I was missing parts of me and I didn't have any hair didn't mean that I still wasn't the same Nikki. Like, I was still my normal bubbly self. I was still me. So just me being a naturally happy person, I just continued to be happy. What's the last book you read? Okay, don't judge me. The last book I read was Sasuke Uchiha and the Heavenly Stardust. It was the newest Sasuke manga that came out back in November, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So if you're really into that and you haven't read it yet, definitely look it up. How many tattoos do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Officially 6. Technically, I have 7, 8, 9. I have 9 tattoos. And the reason I say I have 9, like whenever you kind of like saw me here, whenever I was going through radiation, they actually like tattooed dots onto my skin and dots onto my body, because radiation is so specific that they have to stay within like everything. So they use those dots on you to kind of like keep track of where you are, make sure you're lined up correctly. So I have 3 dots that will be on me permanently, and I don't know, this one might show up better. Yeah, like I don't know if you can really see, but like that's like one of the dots that I'm telling you about. So it really was done with ink. It really was done with a needle. I count it as a tattoo. You know, it's a permanent thing on my body. Okay, so last question. What does your current tattoo say? Okay, so this is my most current tattoo. I got it done about a month ago, and it says, "Believe the impossible." Yins know I don't put a tattoo on me unless there's like meaning behind it. And for me, everything that I have gone through and just like everything that I had to deal with was just like a miracle in itself, right? Like, this cancer was growing in me for 8 months. It never spread anywhere. I was pregnant going through everything. Ash doesn't have any birth defects. You know, it's just like, I know miracles exist, and I know that I am a walking miracle. So what seemed impossible actually happened. And I believe like every little thing. Like, I truly believe the impossible. So yeah, that's what that is. But hey, this was my video. Thank you so much for your questions. I have so much fun like answering them. So, you know, like, we'll do some more of these because I want to keep it going. But until next time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on social media, and as always, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day.